Check it, I met this girl. She hooked me with the mischievous smile. The more we talked, the more I knew that I was digging her style. I tell her about the stuff I like and she was like, OMG, you must be some sort of a psychic. I was thinking the same thing. I said, tell me your favorite movie and your favorite song. She said, you first. Right then I should've known something was wrong. I'm getting ahead of myself, we'll get to that in due time. At this point I found the perfect girl, same interest as mine. We started dating, but soon I started noticing stuff, like how she get confused and blustered when I was calling her bluff. For example, she said she was a Star Wars fan and then told me that she liked the part where Vader killed Anakin. You mean philosophically, she said no on me physically. Remember when he killed him with the force electricity? I told her that's impossible, they're the same person. Nervously she said she saw the unreleased version. Well, it was all downhill from there. She didn't like the stuff I liked, she was just real prepared. She studied me before she buddied me on my space. She wanted to see the stuff I liked so she could copy my taste. She hacked into my email, studied every detail. I felt like I was Bridget Fonda in single white female. Once I found out that she was tapping my telephone, I told that girl she needed to leave me the heck alone. Now it's been a while, but she's still calling all of my friends, trying to pretend like she's a victim, like she's on the defense. To be honest, I'm tempted sometimes just to call her again, to get my movies and my shirts back, but nothing is worth that. You heard that? Copy this story down and hopefully you learned that when you have too much in common you could get burned bad. If you're in the same situation, give yourself a firm slap before it's too late to turn back. Yo, that girl, she did her research. She was always wearing my favorite band's t-shirts. In her mind she was convinced that we were meant to be, but mentally that girl had no sense of identity. She was a shapeshifter, a shapeshifter, a shapeshifter. I really don't believe this, a shapeshifter, a shapeshifter. She was like the symbiote in Spider-Man 3. She conformed to what I was and brought the worst out of me. She was an alien creature, I was like Sigourney Weaver in a fight with a parasite trying to burst out of me. Now I must admit I brought this on myself. I'm known for picking girls with questionable mental health. She was crazy and it kills me inside to admit it, but I chose her, it was the thrill of the ride that did it. And like most rides it was so fun at the beginning, there came the looping and spinning, the puking and spitting. How long is this ride? You've gotta be kidding, that's a metaphor for the type of pain and anguish that you could be headed for. If you try to take a bull by the horns, better be a matador, or else you would better start running, because a shapeshifter stamina is simply stunning. Since my running with that one I have become overly cautious. Even not my polar opposite, I instantly get nauseous. I ended up in a relationship that's shakier than Parkinson's. The way she burned me, you would think she was an arsonist. I guess the moral of the story is things don't end up so glorious when you try to date yourself, you stupid narcissist. Hey yo, that girl, she did her homework, went as far as dressing in black and going covert. In her mind she was convinced that we were meant to be, but mentally that girl had no sense of identity. She was a shapeshifter, a shapeshifter, a shapeshifter. I really don't believe this, a shapeshifter, a shapeshifter. Somebody must have told her that I had a thing for amoebas.